in the upper right. In the red for the human race, it is the Moldovan Mauler Blade. And his opponent from Slovenia, former StarCraft 2 player, best friend of Craft in the scene in the yellow for the Orcish Horde, is Starbuck.
Yeah, Blade has been on a top level for a long time now. He's kind of been going a bit up and down in the ELO rankings, but currently in a very solid and steady 22nd place. Whereas Starbuck, he absolutely skyrocketed on those rankings and is currently ranked 21. So they're literally next to one another, just a few points apart in the ELO rankings, showing that they're both in incredible form. And if Blade is the Moldovan Mauler, then Starbuck, who is he? The Slovenian race switcher?
Slovenian Slayer? How about that?
Yeah, not bad.
We'll see how many human units he can slay here with his Fastio, with Headhunters, of course. He plays this so well that even Kiwikaki said, yeah, I might look at these Starbuck games to get a little inspired, something that he only said about Lin before.
Yeah. I mean, it's as far as humans go, Starbuck has had the best results out of a lot of players lately. Again, with beating Chemico and Hawk recently. Lin went 1-1 against Hawk. Starbuck actually beat him. And beating Chemico doesn't really get any better than this, too. Yeah. Now he gets a true test against Blade, who's like, you know, there's always the factor of not anonymity, but kind of secrecy, right? Because you don't really know, like, what race Starbuck's gonna play and stuff, but now that he showed that he only played Orc recently against Human, there's also a real opportunity for Blade to have studied that style with the Shadowhunter second, and I can't wait to see what he comes up with in terms of trying to counter that his own way.
Yeah, the early game will probably be the one we see all the time, lots of harass by the Farsia, and that works particularly well against Blade because he just refuses to get an early arcane every single time in almost all matchups. And yeah, let's see how hungry the wolves are.
Hey, he has faith in his peasant and militia micro. He actually gets one of the wolves here. That's a big deal because that experience can start adding up very quickly. He's already level 2, of course. Starbuck is playing with Headhunters here, which wasn't the case yesterday when he faced Hawk on this map. Remember, he went for a Grunt build and ultimately lost that game, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that is true. And then bounced back later when he was putting his trust in the Headhunters again. But so far, a very clean defense by Blade, I must say.
He's gonna lose a peasant now, yeah. So far it was good. But he has a bunch of low hit points peasants, so there's incentive for Starbuck to kind of keep on sending walls in and killing more. Yeah, that peasant dies. That's experience gained here.
Oh man, that was
he's fighting before defense. Oh my god, this is really bad.
Yeah, there was, I think his micro is slipping a little. There was a pretty cool sequence before when he was saving the worker right next to the barracks and the footman was there to plug that hole, something we've seen by Blade a lot also against Undead. But then the peasant went out again and the bouncer was like, dude, are you kidding me? I'm protecting your life and you just do these shenanigans again. Maybe a little busy in the main base and then led to a kill of the footman once more and the wolves are in the base again.
Where is Blade going up there? What the hell? His turtle's already gone. There's nothing to grab. You should sit in your base and push back those wolves. That was so weird. He moved left, and Starbuck immediately jumped on the opportunity, went towards the main base. He's doing extra damage on the Archmage here. There's no shop on the way for Blades. So it's always important damage if you can apply them to the Archmage like this. But the Footmen, I guess, at least are healing on the left-hand side. He's up to 6 Footmen. So if he can finally get to defend here, it's actually going to be pretty good against this many Headhunters.
He didn't even start it though. He's halfway tier 2, now queuing the lumber upgrade. This is unwinnable.
Well, after what we just saw from Sonic, I feel like we should be careful with this.
Sonic is one of a kind, you know? That's only Sonic things.
Oh, Starbuck is so good with the movements. Look, he always prioritized the right thing. He could be wasting time targeting the Archmage now. Instead, he went for a Peasant, lowered its hit points. The Wolf is diving for it. Then he went for the Water Elemental, got the XP for that. He's almost level 2. That Footman, there's still no defense.
Oh my god. Yeah, Starbuck, the ultimate opportunist, just never oversteps, really. There's a lot of damage on his Headhunters, but it's all spread across them. And is there a deny? Does he even need it? Yeah, he goes for 1, maybe even 2. Not
If
really.
that can escape, this is huge, because there's the fountain for free heal. The Archmage being targeted. There is level 2, but not enough mana for chain lightning. And more footmen are getting caught. Starbuck has been so good at saving his units. He's lost a single headhunter so far.
This is crazy. The micro is unbelievable so far. Not sure if he lost the one in the bottom right. Yeah, he does. Okay, and the Archmage is able to heal. That's an important move for Blade, who still alive in this game, but he has to face yet another attack.
Yeah, and more peasants are gonna fall. Farseer, level 2.5. Blades be standing in position to repair here. He has absolutely no lumber.
This is
He
crazy.
has 16 lumber and he's gonna lose more repairing that tower. There's no way he can start his second hero, which is exactly what you need when tier 2 is finally reached. Footmen on the other side are going on the hunt.
This is a
They're being
Blade.
headhunted.
This is a Blade who was in a DreamHack final before, who always made it to the playoffs, and he is getting demolished before even the second hero is out.
Yeah, Starbuck forgot shop.
Oh.
But I can't fault him too much because he's been doing everything so well this game. But that would have been nice to have that to start healing up some of these injured headhunters and also pick up clarities. But he will be able to here in a second. And Archmage looking to apply pressure. He finally got level 3 here. That's a big level. Starbuck needs to react quickly. He needs to repair. That shop will finish, but it's a little bit out of position. So he has to repair. And yeah, with Hex, it's so easy to deal with footmen. I cannot believe how little wood Blade has. Like, he lost so many peasants this game.
Yeah, what's the reason for not going defend? Like, is it because he knows that there's a Shadow Hunter coming and he renders defend useless anyway? Or
No,
was
he had
it
no wood.
Oh.
That's why.
I'm not too sure. Can't you, like, right after the attack? I'm really not sure what it was. Would love to
He
know if
just
it's by
had no
choice
wood.
or not.
Like, he kept losing peasants, and the peasants that were there, they were not mining lumber because they were in militia the whole time. So his wood is being in shambles. He cannot do anything. Then he was like, oh, I gotta add the tower. That costs wood. There's the building time. There's the transformation.
Blade gets another hex and he saves yet another headhunter.
So well done.
Yeah.
And +2 attacks about to finish, Neo. And the Kodo. So that Berserker upgrade will start immediately after.
Oh.
And good luck against Orc on tier 3 here.
Yeah. When you are tier 2 without a second hero, without sanctums, he's still at 40 lumber.
Yeah.
He started the Mountain King now.
Honestly, he should queue 4 peasants and that second lumber upgrade. Like, trade your gold for lumber if you can.
I would love to have that building from another RTS game where I can switch that out directly, but oh my god, this base is looking so poor. Good, decent pressure by Blade now with what he has. But that's it.
Blade right now wishes he had Coinbase, man. He could trade the gold for lumber, but you can't. It doesn't work here. Another footy dies, and Farseer so close to level 3. The Sanctum only starts now. That means Wolves level 2. Could do some serious damage when they come into play.
8 minute 40 Sanctum. So late. It feels like it's the Starbuck fan club casting, but man, he's just playing this so well.
Oh, he's crushing Blade right now. It's gonna be so hard for Blade to do anything. Like, he probably sees Berserker. He's like, oh my god. He invested all of this into this. He probably doesn't have upgrades. He clicks on the Berserker. He's like, wait, 2-0 attack? No.
Yeah, he had a lot of lumber. That's for sure. Big mana. Give me more hacks.
I don't think he's coming in. There's actually some kill potential on those heroes.
It's also
Starbuck badly needs level 2
he
on the Shadow.
Could go for a Zeppelin now to save everything. And I guess that's what he's doing. Oh, getting trapped immediately. That's a little unfortunate.
Oh,
Hex. With the crit, he's dead. Oh, he's dead that way. Man, the accuracy by these headhunters, throwing their toothpicks through the forest, yet getting the kill.
Hey, what is it? Have they been training with the South Korean archer team or something? These guys just don't miss.
That's a rough game. What do you get now? Pit Lord, Alchemist, lot of possibilities. Ah, nothing yet. Ah, TC is out already.
Blade's going castle here, out of all things. So he wants to aim to grab a paladin thirds. Maybe add a few knights. I mean, the thing is, there's going to be Kodos, which can easily, like, you can get a few of them to make sure you hit those knights. And he's going to have Ensnare to synergize with. And he's just so far behind in this game.
Yeah, Brilliant Man suggested that Kodos should only be able to eat 3 and 2 supply units, not 4 supply units. What do you think about that?
I don't know about big changes like this personally. Like, you know, it's when I look at Kodos, I'm not like, oh, this unit's completely broken. Like, you shouldn't nerf it necessarily. Who knows? I don't want to talk about bans. Don't bait me.
Gotta bait a little bit. Yeah, tier 3 feels like desperation to me, if I'm honest.
Actually, that's a build that he does sometimes. Oh my god, the Archmage. Torn Chieftain's coming in. He has Stomp.
Uh-oh.
Can he get close enough? No.
But what's this Mountain King gonna do? TC is safe. Mountain King is still trapped. For now, at least. If we have a Chain Lightning, he's dead. He's dead like that anyway. And that should be the last slither of hope for Blade in this game.
Yeah, that Kodo at the back. He's like me when we end the broadcast for the day. I'm hungry. To eat something.
Oh, what should I order?
I went out for food yesterday, I'll have you know. But yeah, we saw Starbuck overextend in his game against Hawk in center of the map. In this game, I don't think he can overextend with the position he's in. He can just keep pushing, click on this altar. And Blade probably regrets he went for tier 3 at all here. Maybe he should have gone for the second Sanctum. Gotten some sorceresses.
But if we're honest, does that even matter?
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to think about, like, you know, what you could have done better. I do think that attacking immediately with the Mountain King was like a long shot for it to work. He would have had to be there way earlier. And yeah, the castle has done nothing for him. It's been like an empty investment so far. He also made the blacksmith. That also has done nothing for him so far.
That is pretty true. Now tier 3 finally finished. And I wonder what he's going for. Paladin and Knights it is. But Starbuck has been really good with the Kodo control as well. Shadowhunter close to 3. Once again, he's pretty patient. Sees his opponent moving in, so not starting the red camp, just camping on the high ground. Archmage in trouble. Still has the TP. Hex though.
There's no Stomp.
Speed scroll. Has to go for the TP, otherwise he's dead soon.
He can outrun, I think. Yeah, the Raider, there's only one of them. It's on cooldown right now. There is a chance he may be able to pull back. And Blades. I'm impressed with his resilience here. He's still staying in the game. Even though it's like a super long shot for him to win, he's gonna make it to at least his first night. He's got a second one queued up, but he's supply blocked now. And Paladin's about to come out. Dude, if he comes back from this game and wins, I'll not balance one until the end of the year.
Oh my god. I'm really, really hoping for a Blade win now. But I guess that opportunity is just... Oh, not gone. Nice dispel. But the next Stomp is just lining up. The next End Snare is lining up. Holy Light in a good position. Okay. Scratch that End Snare.
Actually, oh my god, the TC is surrounded.
No way.
No.
No way.
He's not transferring. Oh my god. There's also Dispel against the Wolves now. If the Priests come back in and land that, he's getting Master Training behind this. He's getting +1. There's another Knight on the way.
Are you kidding
Blade
me?
might be able to hold this attack.
Are you kidding me? All the Headhunters are hurt. He would die for a heal scroll now. Mountain King still in trouble. Again, Hacks focus fired. Only level 1 hero though. Is it worth trading all the Headhunters for it? Starbuck, 55 supply and Inner Fire is close and there's no Dispel on Starbuck's side.
And this Knight is going ham here in the backline. Starbuck needs to eject. He doesn't have a speed scroll. He might have needed to Town Polo earlier.
Uh-oh.
What is going on? Blades completely turned this game on its head here. Look at the Knight on the left. He's outrunning the Kodo and he's killing the whole back. Oh, there's another Kodo.
Didn't he?
Kodo.
My god, this Knight could get 2 more kills here. This Kodo is dead. Level 2 for the Pally.
Oh my god. Mountain King about to come back out. The production time was really short because he was only still level 1. Okay, the Knight gets hit and he stomped the Knight at the bottom to make sure they couldn't move. He's like, yeah, you stay right there.
That's so frustrating with it. Unbelievable resilience by Blade.
You know, I don't know why Starbuck's fighting so much. He needs to pull back. He needs to heal up. He has 3 Berserkers at the back of his main base right now. And with the Mountain King coming back full HP here and with some mana, this is super dangerous.
Archmage.
Does he have a Hex?
Stormbolt here. Fascia gets a little bit of healing out. Stomp in the middle. That's 1 Kodo snack. That's a Knight falling. Level 4 for the Fascia. And I guess Starbuck fixed this now.
Yeah, there's two Kodos that ate a Knight each. So those Knights right now, they're, you know, being eaten, being digested. As soon as that completes, there's going to be a lot of XP here going Starbuck's way. And the creeps, they want a piece of the action, just like that turtle on the Last Refuge previously. They're not here to mess around.
Whew, Todd very, very close to selling his mic to Craigslist, I guess, because what can he probably talk about, right, without balance wine? Man, I am so impressed with Blade that he was able to somehow salvage this. Of course, he was invited to this a little bit by Starbuck, who wanted to fight, who took that fight, and not getting the town portal. Now, Unholy Aura, these knights are getting even faster.
It takes a very long time, actually, to digest a knight, by the way.
True.
Like, they're going to be in those bellies for a long time before they can finally eat something else.
And that's vision.
Starbuck has +3 attack. Yeah, it is, yeah.
And it is vision for Blade as well.
That's why he's pulling back right now. I think he's not confident yet to take a fight. If you could get Mount Tanking 3, Archmage 4 is a big power spec as well. Pala 3, like if he can start getting those levels, then he actually has a real chance at winning this.
Alright, level 4 reached, level 2 close. Both step back. No one wants to overcommit anymore. Blade is basically at 40 supply the entire game thanks to the 2 knights.
I think for Starbuck also, maybe creeping a bit more could be good, even though he's already 4-3 on his main heroes and TC is like 2.5. He might, yeah, I think he's prioritizing not letting Blade get those important levels, so he's trying to be aggressive. He has no town portal, he just has the big invuln on TC. That fast here could actually melt, even though he has healing wave level 2, so it's going to be very important to take this fight well.
And Starbuck is in upkeep all the time, so not much money to use for him. While Blade is sitting at 50, comfortably banking 700 gold. We're used to seeing that from him in all the matchups. 2,000 gold in his bank is no rarity. And now Starbuck has to fight without the Kodos because they're on the right-hand side. Oh no, he has no solution against the Knights.
Yeah, he kept the Kodos there so Blade wouldn't have vision on where he was, but now he's not benefiting from the aura. One of those Kodos already fully digested the Knights. Oh my god, the TC is gonna die before Invuln. Ah, what is going on? There's triple illusion on these Knights here, and now, I mean, you have to chase. There is no endurance aura. It's one of the illusions.
Oh no!
Way.
Oh no! What is happening? New wolf summon. There should still be Dispel, but he splits against it very nicely. Priest a little far forward. Still being saved by a Holy Light. But do we have a Holy Light left for the Mountain King? It's a spammable spell, but you really need that! Chain Lightning finally gets the hero kill he was looking for such a long time.
Kodos are back in, but they can get targeted easily. There is no Storm Bolts. He grabbed a single Knight on one of them. And there is no Speed Scroll behind this. The only one that he had, he already used. So he needs to get a new one. And Starbuck, perhaps, he should see this as an opportunity. You know, he's back in no upkeep. Maybe he should grab a Tiny and expand because all of this brawling. Wait, he starts Envenom Spears. Are you kidding me?
Wyvern coming. Blade on the other side. Has the workshop up already. Can go into Gyros real soon. Frag Shards for Mortars coming. And I wonder, wouldn't Sorceress be absolutely fantastic against this non-Dispel army of Starbuck?
Well, they would slow some stuff, but they die extremely fast and they don't deal much damage. Like, Sorceress are great at countering grunts, which take extra damage from magic. So, not necessarily. I feel like getting a lot of priests and knights is like probably the way, but maybe adding 1 or 2 like wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah.
It seems like Blade wants to add mortars to try and deal with this army better.
Okay, Blade, 1,000 gold. Still no upkeep. Creeping it up now. Very unfortunate that the Mountain King is not part of this camp right now. It's of course good for the Archmage, good for the Pally, but Starbuck smells this. 5 supply lead. Off we go.
Yeah, those illusions are big as well. They're gonna force a lot of Dispel. Oh my god, this is a big creep. He forces the Town Portal. And Blade picks up Flutes. So all of his range units, which is mostly Priest and Water Elemental, can do more damage. Not the most useful, but for Mortars, could end up being amazing. I wonder if he's gonna sell it at all. He never made a shop this whole game, by the way. Like, Staff would have been great too.
Yeah. This Mountain King with mana potions would be great as well. What a game. This is a very, very unique game that you don't see every day.
Wind Rider is actually going to be good here because there is not so much. Like, I mean, if Blade knew that they're here, he'd make flying machines and then they'd be terrible. But if you can get a fight here, Starbuck, with like 2 or 3 Wind Riders with Envenom Spears, remember they have +3 attack as well.
Oh yeah, that was very expensive, and now they're really, really, really good. The XP gap narrows a little bit.
It's so back and forth. Like Starbuck creepjacked Blade at the fountain. Blade's trying to do the same, but Starbuck hasn't started it.
Inner Fire Knights with Devotion Aura, by the way, 14 armor. You can have all the upgrades on Headhunters in the world, they just don't cut it.
This is crazy. Like, it feels like you need walkers here, but if you made walkers, then mortars will blow you up.
Yeah.
Wait,
Really
the mortars are stuck? Wait, one of them at least at home. No way.
He has to realize that they can shoot through the forest. TC being stopped once again. Mountain King. It's once again the battle between TC and... Oh my god, MK dodges the storm. Might be able to go for the Paladin, has to go for the Invo as well. Now the Shadow Hunter's in trouble. Oh my god, Blade! No freaking way! He got that. Does he have that now? Kodo's digesting once again.
Ever the opportunist saw that the Shadow was out of position for just 1 second. Inner Fire Knights do a lot of damage. The Farseer is next.
No.
Starbuck realized a little late.
Level 3. The Stormbolt just got so much better. He never rebuilt a town portal. Starbuck goes for the GG! Wow. Are you kidding me? No balance swine.
Comeback.
No balance swine.
Comeback in the season. What the hell? And Todd, I don't blame you for putting up that bet. Like, that game was not supposed to be winnable. But Blade actually hangs in there somehow. Is able to take a good fight, gets around the TC, turns the game around. With Inner Fire Knights against Orc, what the hell is this? Absolutely amazing. What a game by Blade.
So
what have I done?
Yeah, good luck, man. This is gonna be long 4 months for you. Jesus. Who would have, after this early game, he was in shambles. There was nothing left. He had 2 priests and 2 heroes.
Yeah, I talked about overextending here potentially because I thought there was a small chance it could be a mistake, but it just felt like Starbuck was so ahead it didn't matter. I think maybe the mistake was just diving for the tower and trying to get kills it didn't really need to get. And the thing is, that already happened yesterday. Of course, it was a very different game, but against Hawk, he was quite a bit ahead and then he went a little too deep, took a fight he shouldn't have taken against a lot of militia in the center of the map against Hawk, and he lost that one. And then he was still like in the interview, well, I knew I was better anyway, so then I still won 2-1. I wonder if after this one, this is still the same. Like, it has to like bother you a bunch when you put in so much effort, you're doing so great in the game, and then suddenly you just lose it out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That's a huge lead. He underestimated the boys again. Those militia really can make a big difference, especially when you're so close to the main. Starbuck, he was so far ahead with his 50 supply, triple hero, even at 60 supply. If he creeps 2 red camps or 3 red camps even and leaves hardly anything left for the opponent, and I don't know, maybe walkers could have been good. You mentioned the mortar teams, but yeah, it's a weird state. Like when you're going up against knights, that normally never happens. I was about to do a little speech right here of how can the human still not go for that arcane tower, because his lumber was absolutely shot to crap, as you pointed out, Todd. He had no lumber for defend ever. His hero was so late. His sanctums were so late. Yeah, going for an arcane tower early slows you down, but if you don't go for it, it can slow you down much, much more.
Yeah, I think the problem is that if you want to skip the tower, you need to stand inside of your peasant line with your army. Now Blade was doing really weird stuff. He was moving left-hand side of his base. There was not even anything to gain up there. So it was just really weird. And that really put him behind. But apparently, imagine if Blade doesn't fall behind, by the way, in the next game. Like how scary this guy is going to be if he can pull off like a crazy comeback like this.
Yeah. What do you even do? What is your mindset when you're Starbuck now? Can you just brush it off? In interviews, he seems like a guy who's not too affected by the outcome of games. So I wonder if he can just bounce back. We are waiting for Blade currently, so we throw you guys into a tiny little break, and then we're back with map number 2 in Starbuck versus Blade. Just unbelievable action here at the DreamHack Open 4. day here at the DreamHack Open Fall. We are mid-series between Blade and Starbuck, and the first one was an absolute banger. Let's hope we can recreate this magic. What a comeback, but also a little bit of a throw by Starbuck. Yesterday he was also down a map. He has comeback potential for sure. How does this affect his nerf? He's not too used to the tournament environment yet, but okay. This is big points now. Blade one map away from the playoffs. Let's go. Oh boy. How do you even top this? What do you even say about a wild ride like this?
What a day for WarCraft 3 games. Like first, it started normally, we had Happy bulldoze through someone to get his playoff spot, but after that, Terra against Sonic, absolutely wild, and then now Blade against Starbuck. I knew that on paper, this had the potential to be like this magnificent match where both play amazing, but I didn't say it, just in fear of it just kind of disappointing. So far, it hasn't. It's been one of the best games that we've seen, that game number one. And what more can you ask for? Rank one slot apart in the yellow rankings, playing in this completely and perfectly balanced game that is WarCraft 3, having an epic match.
That is the spirit, Todd. Absolutely wonderful how quick you are in adapting to this new situation. It's going to be a heavy time for you, but if you need support, just let me know. If you need to vent off stream, I'll be there for you.
You couldn't handle it.
No, I'm pretty sure I couldn't. But with a couple of drinks in my hand, maybe I can stand for like 15 minutes and then pass it over to Remo. And then Bidu is next in line, we'll be there for you.
Thanks. All right, I expect Blades to deal with the harassment a lot better this game, and we're not gonna have a Starbuck creeping a few camps here. Instead, just like last game, he's gonna rush across the map, start the plank. I mean, he did so well in killing peasants last game. Like, why would he change anything? He's probably hoping he has the same type of start, but it's a 2-farm tech.
Wow.
Which is a little greedy against this, but if you play it defensive enough and you can negate peasant losses, definitely can come back to put you in a good position in the mid game.
Claws of attack already very, very nice in dealing with these wolves. He's baiting a little bit here on the left-hand side, so the base is open for the wolves, but immediately the militia. Blade's reactions absolutely in time. Right after the tag is the tower. This is how his games oftentimes look like, set in stone for him, and the wolves aren't able to deal damage. Really, it's just a little bit of militia time.
Yeah, so this time, Blade is doing what he should have done last game. He just moved in position, defended perfectly. He's going for a really fast tower, which you don't necessarily have to get here, but then it would mean that you can start moving out earlier once that completes. Usually when you go for this opener, it's to go into rifles. So I'm really curious whether he might play, double sanctum, rifles, or maybe even his castle tech again. Like, does he think that it's the ultimate answer to this type of headhunter play?
I guess this was just out of desperation to see if it works, the one chance he got, and he used it. We gotta say that Concealed Hill was Blade's map, so we are now on Starbuck's home turf, and then the neutral map, of course, Tidehunters after. But
and
yeah,
I got the answer,
yeah?
by the way. He's doing blacksmiths.
Oh.
A player's
okay, rifles. Interesting.
Yeah, Blade is one of the better rifle player out there. We've seen him many times have close games against Happy. So of course it's another matchup, but it goes to show how good he is with this unit. I remember a game actually of Blade on Amazonia against Foggy as well, where he went mass rifles. And I think he found True Shots, Call of the Beast, and he attacked with 70 supply, and he pressed that Call of the Beast, and I was like, okay, get out of my game. So yeah, no, he's really good. He's really good at creeping, knowing when to fight, knowing how to fight. He's very opportunistic in those fights. Like last game, he saw that the Shadowhunter was out of position for just 1 second. He was like, boom, that's it, you're dead. Like, I just have too many units around you. Stormbolts at the perfect time. You can't let that happen against a player of the caliber of Blade.
Yeah, that goes for both players, I think. We mentioned this a little earlier in the game when Blade was just suffering at the hands of Starbuck, that he also know exactly how far to stay away, what to focus, when to focus. He grabbed a lot of opportunities in the early game, but then in the late game, maybe his concentration slipped a little. So I guess the takeaway from this is don't make any mistakes or your opponent will punish you hard.
But Blade teched so fast that he's missed macroing right now. Unless he wants to buy a neutral hero, but he finally starts MK. He just went up to 1400 gold almost.
Wow.
That was really weird.
Ooh, lightning shield.
No.
Didn't even see that yet. Lots of lightning. And this is the kills that, oh my god. That's a brutal combo.
I think maybe Starbuck could have gone for it with one more set of walls. Actually go inside of the wall. He could get a cancel on the Sanctum, then TP out. Yeah, now he realizes. So he's gonna do that. He's gonna go in and maybe TP. No, he's trying to move out again.
Hesitates.
Why is Blade so scared of engaging this army?
Hesitates a little. Both are actually. This Headhunter will go down. A little bit of stutter stepping, but denied by Starbuck again. Yeah, maybe not the greatest decision making here for a second by Starbuck realizing the Sanctum is killable a little too late, focusing on the tower to open the floodgates for more attacks, and then in the end he got nothing.
And Starbuck's playing a very different style to last game. Instead of going for tier 3 here and getting attack upgrades, he's gonna stay on 0-0 for a while probably, and he's going for double bestiary, even though he saw rifle tech. So he wants to play with Wind Riders here, much like we saw Star-Shaped attempt previously. Usually when you go for this style, you'll have a TC for Endurance Aura, extra speed.
Yeah.
And then you just want to hit and run a lot, right? Go to the human base, kill peasants, get out, speed scroll, get fortified defense, and then expand yourself.
This is pretty similar to what Tom plays, right? Shadowhunter and Mass Wyvern. He also builds a Grunt against the incoming rifles, I guess. And as a carry for... oh no, Lightning Shield should be gone. But yeah, this is heavy damage, but that's a glass cannon army then.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, you know, the Wind Riders, they're called Flying XP Tomes for a reason. You can start losing any of them. Blade having a Sentry Ward in the center, that might actually be really good for him, because I don't think he's particularly scouted the tech of Starbuck yet.
No level 3. Chain Lightning gets the kill. That's big. Item goes to Blade. It's big mana and a health stone. That's pretty sweet. But yeah, big jump for the Shadowhunter, getting close to level 2, and the Archmage has yet to see level 3.
I wonder what's the exact plan here for Starbuck. It should be just make a bunch of Wind Riders and then go start and base lane a bunch, but he's keeping them at home really well concealed right now. I wonder if Blade's seeing this army, like he sees 3 Headhunters, a Grunt, and 2 heroes.
Yeah.
He must be thinking there's Shamans and Raiders on the way, but by a certain time, he's not going to see any of that, and he's going to be like, okay, well, something's up, I need to know.
Can he get the kill? Yeah, last second, takes out a Rifleman. So, if you see this as a human, could this also mean that the tier 3 is on the way?
There would have been more Headhunters, most likely, like, it definitely, and there wouldn't be a Grunt. You never go, I mean, it would be the epic mind game. If you make a Grunt and then you're going tier 3 plus 2 attack on Headhunters. But yeah, we saw last game, it was just pure Headhunters. And look, this is what I'm talking about. Blade is so good at moving back and getting into a position where if Starbuck takes the full-on engagement, he's going to be disadvantaged.
Oh, man. So be Mask for the Mountain King as well. There's a lot of hammers to throw. This is a great opportunity for Starbuck with the Forest here. Rifles, not too many actually. Footman 4, he's trying to go into the backline. Stormbolt is here, but so is the heal wave, soaking up a little bit of damage. But I'm not too sold on this Wyvern play yet.
Yeah, he's killing some rifles. I think Starbuck sees that there's no bolts. Blade's being very patient, by the way. He's got that greater mana, so I think he's waiting until he has enough mana to bolt again. Then he will use that, then he can use the greater mana for the next one. But maybe he's waiting for level 3 as well, which is really close to.
Yeah, he has enough mana regen. Last hit again. He has enough mana regen, I guess. Here's the Stormbolt. Wolves are reaching. Finally, 4 Wyverns still in the air. 1 goes down in a second, but that caused a lot of attention. But finally double level 3, but at a heavy cost.
Yeah, those Wind Riders, a bunch of them fell. Ooh, this one is still visible. Oh my god, if he gets this is big. Starbuck cannot lose this Wind Rider. Those barely get out.
My god, this game is so stressful just to watch. Can't imagine what it feels like playing this. Another Stormbolt on another Wyvern. Can he save it once more? Yep.
Yeah, that Sobi Mask is so amazing. The greater mana as well. Like these items, they're perfectly clean for Blade, and he's just so far ahead. Now that he's killed this many Wind Riders, Starbuck barely has an army. He's transitioning into Raiders, but it just feels like it's too late.
Yeah, I agree. There's also Stormbolt and Clap. So if he transitions... Oh my god. If he... Yeah, GG. Blade does it. Wow. Just like that, huh?